Okay guys, so let's begin with analyzing the currency trend meter, and we always trade with the currency trend meter. The purpose of this currency trend meter is to be able to determine which phase the market is in before we even think of applying our strategies. So today on our currency trend meter today, you could see that looking at it from the H4, we have some currencies to be strong and some currencies to be weak. From the H4, you could see the Japanese yen is strong, the pound is strong, the AUD is not strong because it's less than +1, but you can see the euro is weak, the CAD is weak. So we want those values which are higher than 1, like for instance now the AUD changed up to 1, which means now it's getting stronger, but our focus is going to be on those who are at the top here, the first two and the bottom two. So we can merge them and find trending opportunities to trade, or we can merge the top two to find ranging opportunities before we even think of applying our trending strategies or our ranging strategies. No matter how good your strategy is, if you apply them on a different market environment, you are going to have a lot of losing streaks and you cannot become profitable as a trader. So with good strategy, you must also trade the strategy on a good market environment. If not, you can't become profitable. You get the difference? Okay, so today we can see that we can merge yen with the euro. So we can say euro yen. So EUR JPY, euro versus the yen will give us a trending market. We can also see that the yen again with the CAD. So CAD yen, CAD with the yen. And what else can we merge? We can merge the pound with the euro, so euro pound, EUR, Great British Pound, and we can merge the pound again with the CAD because the CAD is weak, pound is strong, so pound CAD. So Great British Pound and the CAD. Okay, so these are the pairs we are going to look at to trade for today, and we are looking for trending market because we are merging one strong guy with one weak guy, so the market will either be trending upwards or be trending downwards. This is what we are looking for today. So let's go to our chart one by one and open this chart and see if you can find trading opportunities to take on this chart. So we go to File, New Chart, and Euro JPY, Euro JPY. And we have to input our template or to change the color. Now this is H1, so we are drilling down to M1 to take our trade. Okay, so let's zoom it out to see what is happening on Euro JPY. We could see that on Euro JPY, it looks like the market was trending, right? And it looks like somehow the market is trying to retrace or to range around this area. So why is it happening that way? Let me change this, it's too thick. The question is, why is it happening that way, or what's actually happening? We have to drill in to see the overall structure of the market before you even think of trading. See, from this view, you see a different view, but when you drill in, you also see a different view. You could see that obviously the market is trending downwards. You see, but from this smaller view, you could see the market is trending upwards. So if you use it to take your trade, you're going to have a lot of losing streaks. But if you use the overall structure to take your trade, for instance, here, you could see market is trending downwards. So this is actually a whole pullback, and the market is trying to reverse to the downside like this. Can you see? Let's begin from the beginning. You can see that here, drawdown, a pull up. Can you see all these ones are one pull up, and then we can consider all this one another pull down and another retracement, and you could see there is one more pull down. So you see what's happening in the market now. So which means this is the opportunity where we have to enter and sell. So we are looking for opportunity here to sell, and the market has already come hit that zone and is going downward. So if we want to trade this market, the only thing we can do is to maybe wait for some time for the market to come to at least a very good zone, maybe around, if the market comes up around this zone somewhere here, we can take the trade. So we will wait, let's mark this level and wait for some time. So you see the overall structure, it makes it very simple. Without these tools, you don't have to, you won't be able to analyze the market well. So that's why these tools are there to guide you to draw your perfect trends for you to be able to analyze the market well. Now, let's go to the next chart. We could see that we have CAD yen. So we go to file, new chart, and Forex, and we go to CAD yen. Then we input our template and we drill down to M1. Okay, so on CAD yen, since they are all having the yen in them, you could see that they have similar structure. So you can see the market is also trending downwards on the CAD yen. So you can see downwards, right? And the market has already hit the trend line and trying to reverse downwards, like up, and now it's reversing downwards. So what do? We also have to wait because we can't take any trade. So any of them that is able to come back at it again, we will take the opportunity. It's able to hit this zone, we take the opportunity and take the market down again. But for now, we just have to wait. The next pair we will also look at is euro pound, euro versus the pound. So file, new chart, and we go to euro pound, and we input our template and we go to M1. Good. Euro pound has a wider spread. You see, if you're trading on H1, you don't have to worry yourself with the spread. If you're trading on M15, you don't even have to worry yourself with the spread because it's not that wide. But because we are doing live trading recording on M1, it makes the spread very wide. That's why I've been talking about the spread. But if you're somebody who is watching me and you're trading on H1, you don't have to worry yourself with the spread, okay? Just go with it and analyze the market. So because we are trading on M1, we can't take this trade because the spread is wider here. So we can't trade this pair. The next pair we can look at is the pound with the CAD. So file, new chart, and Forex pound CAD. And we can input our template. And we go to M1. And I can see M1 too has a wider spread. So all the pound pairs, we won't trade them because they are having wider spread on M1. But on H1, they are cool to trade. So you see that H1, the market is trending upward. So if you have to trade this pair right now, if I'm not doing live recording, I would have traded this pair right now. But on one hour candles, it's difficult to record the trade because you have to wait for 1 hour for one candle to form. You see? So if I'm trading this without recording, then I would have waited for the market to break this zone. If the market breaks this zone and goes upwards, then I'll wait for a retracement. So if the market breaks and then retrace to a very important zone, and then I'll just take the market and I'll also join the trend upwards. Maybe I'll take this trade later. But for recording, I can't wait 1 hour for just one candle to form with 1 hour. That's why I don't like recording the trades with 1 hour, okay? So, which means the pairs we can look at for today is just the euro yen and the CAD yen. So, euro yen and CAD yen. We just have to wait till the market pulls back and then we can take our trade. So, maybe I can put my sell limit order here. I can put my sell limit order here to see if the market can trigger me in. So I have my 2 sell limit order here. And I will just wait for the market to trigger me so that I can put my stop loss somewhere above here. I can also put another sell limit order here. So any of them that triggers me in first, then we take the trade. Okay, so other sell limit order here and one more. I like taking 2. So okay, so now what we have to do is just wait. We wait for the market to trigger us in and we join the trend downward. You see the overall structure, very simple structured and very simple to understand. But if you're a beginner trader, you must be focusing on the small retracement, the small up move, and with that, you can't see the market well and you're going to have a lot of losing tricks. So don't do that, okay? Don't do that. We are going to wait for the market to come back and then we'll take the trade. But before we continue, it's time for mentorship this month. This is the first mentorship class we're having for the year. So anybody who is interested, you're always welcome to join. It doesn't matter who you are. Either you are a young guy, 20 years, 25 years. You are a man, grown-up man, 50 years, 55 years. You are a real man, 45, 50. No matter your age, no matter your race, whether you're black, whether you're white, anywhere you're from, no matter your time zone, you're always welcome to join the mentorship class, the weekend training program. This is actually to train you how to trade just for making a living, okay? Just like the way I trade here. If you want to learn that, then you can join. Just send a message to the email and you can join the class. But sometimes some people wait for the class to be full. I just take a class of 10 people wait for the class to be full, then they'll be sending you messages, and I don't want that to happen. That's why most of the time I just post it ahead so that anybody who wants to join, you just join for that particular month. And if you don't have the money to join, maybe you can join. If you're not ready, you can just join the next month or something. So I posted it here. So please don't send me a message again, okay? It's already here. So anybody who's interested can just send a message to the email or send a message to the WhatsApp number, and you can join the weekend training program. It doesn't matter your time frame, your time zone, whether you are in Kenya, you are in Nigeria, you are in South Africa, you are in Barbados, you are in the UK, you are in the US, you are in Canada, anywhere you are, you can always join, because all video lectures are pre-recorded so that it will suit everybody's time and everybody's work schedule. So no matter where you work, no matter the time you work and how you work, you still be able to go through the mentorship program successfully. So you're always welcome to join the mentorship program. Okay, so just send email to the number and you can register. Now we just have to wait for the market to hit our orders, and then we will take the trade. So let's wait. I'll pause the recording for some time and come back when I have been triggered in, then we will continue. Okay, so wait for a while. Okay guys, it's been some time now, and it looks like the market is still going downwards because it has already played around. So I'm not sure it can come all the way here. Looking at what's happening. Because of that, I'm going to sell straightforward from here. Just that because I've seen some support areas here, so I'm going to hit straightforward sell and put another one. So I'm going to set my stop loss somewhere around above here, which is like $400. I'm going to sell one more and start another stop loss around this area, which is stop loss around 400, because I want all of them to make as twice. So somewhere here as 700 is okay. So 700 and another 700. So you always have to take twice as your stop loss. Okay, so this is around 400, this around 400. So I'm hitting 800. So somewhere 800, and second one also 800. So that's it, because I've seen that the market has already played around for some time. So I have to delete my orders here, because market might not come all the way up again. And the reason why I'm confident to take this trade is because I could see that from here, you could see some support areas here, and the market has broken these support zones, see. And also, it's a good place to put stop loss above this sign, because you could see that the market was not able to break through this side. So I'm going to put my stop loss just behind it in case the market does not reverse. So now we are in a trade, guys. We're in a trade. So we are hoping to make somewhere around $1,600, because stop loss is 400. So stop loss is 400. Let me type it here. 400 plus another 400. That would be our stop loss. Let's make it red. So if the market goes against us, we are losing somewhere 800 from our account. We are losing 800 for our account, and so let me put it here, 400, which is 800. Now, if the market goes in our favor and there is a winning trade today, then what we're going to do is we're going to get 800. So 800 plus another 800, and the profits we will make today, I'll make today is around 1,600 and some coins on it, because I don't want to pay attention to those small values. So I'm just running up to around 1,600. Let me make it green so that you know the difference. So that's all. You should take as twice as your stop loss. So that's it. So all what we have to do is to wait to see if the market hits our take profit target or hits our stop loss. So that's it. This is 1,600, correct? Good. Okay, so let's view our toolbox and see how it's going. So in the toolbox, you could see we are already in negatives, right? Already in some negatives, but anything can turn around. So let's just wait for some time. Okay, so because after we enter, we can't do anything again. After we enter our trades, all what we have to do is to wait for the market to either go in our favor or to go against us. We can edit the trade again. Okay, we just have to set our stop loss and we are going to go. So that's how we trade. So guys, we just have to wait. So let's wait for some time and see how it goes. So we will just wait and come back when the trade hits our stop loss or hit my take profit target, then we will resume the trade. So I'll still pause again, let it play for itself. Okay guys, so it's been some time now and I'm back, and as you can see, this is where we took the trade. The market has actually played around and played around and played around and played around and is still playing around. So you can see we are in some profits here, but it has not hit our take profit target yet, so we still have to wait. Currently we are in some profit of around $700, so we just have to wait. It nearly took the stop loss out, but it's reversed. You see, this pattern is also a nice pattern. If we have not taken any trade in there anywhere there, we could have also taken the trade somewhere here, because this is the pattern we are always looking for. So I think that's a very good trade we took. So most people are taking their profit here. Some people took their trade here and they are taking their profit here. That's why the market is reversing. You can see most of the professional traders will take their trade after they see that sign, like where we took it here, we took ours here. They took their trade here, they are taking their profit. That's why the market is reversing. But eventually we hope that it will come down and take our profit, and then we make our profit. So now we are in some small profits, but we just have to wait and we don't have to do anything. Most of you guys as beginners, when you get a little profit like this, you are afraid to lose it. So what happens is that you end up closing your trades, but you don't do that. If you're losing, then lose. If you're gaining, then gain. Okay, don't be closing your trades. It's 1 to 2 risk reward. Until it hit 1 to 2, you don't have to do anything to your trade. So what we do is we will just keep waiting and see what happens next.